Welcome PestExtra, welcome to Futura Germany. We are Daniel,
Guillaume, Sebastian, Thore.
Yeah, and today is going to be a little bit different, so it's not going to be a regular presentation. First of all, we brought German weather, German humor, so no humor at all, and some very good German accent for you as well, okay? So today we're going to show you obviously all of our products, and we're going to walk you through the main and key points of our business, revolutionizing our industry with sustainable solutions and digital products. We have a broad portfolio of these solutions, and all of my team and also myself, we're going to walk you through them. So it's going to be a fun day and hopefully some new things to see. Come on and join us. So a couple facts around our company. Futura exists since 2002, and in 2006 already we patented and invented the first digital mousetrap, which made us a bit famous. And even in 2007 it was, we invented the world's largest mousetrap in the world and broke the record for the Guinness Book of World Records. So funnily enough, here we are producing our own traps, sustainable solutions, and most of all digital tech, which we're going to show you today.
Before we go in, I would like to show you our first product, our emitter outdoor direct system. Emitter outdoor direct is a standalone solution. So you don't need any routers, any controllers. You just set up the trap, install it, and it's ready, and you can use it. Here it is, standing here, I guess 1 year, 2 years, 3 years.
2013, so it's 8 years now.
Oh, Daniel told me 8 years. And
not bad in math.
And inside here, we will have a look inside of this box later when we're inside, because it's raining and snowing, and I guess we can have a better look when we are inside of the building and not here outside in the rain, in the weather.
What's really important, guys, is we are really building products that last and are quality, because in the end we have snow, we have rain, we have hot temperature in the summer. Our products are everywhere from Finland, where there's minus 30 degrees in winter, and we have, you know, Dubai with plus 60 degrees Celsius, and the products need to withstand all of it, and emitter does. So a couple more facts in a bit.
So hello again, now inside of the building. I already started and told you some facts about our emitter outdoor direct product when we were outside. And now you can see it. Here we opened the box and you can see the trap and the emitter direct system inside of the box. Here with the battery, this is rechargeable, and the battery life can be up to 3 years. And yes, you can recharge it as many times as you want. The product is in over 45 countries right now, and we are proud to present the product today, and Guillaume will tell you some more facts about the Gorilla Trap now.
So the Gorilla Trap is extremely robust. It's come in 2 different colors. Let's start with this one. It's let's say the normal one, the one we use the most and our customer use the most. For information, you can catch rats and mice with that, especially because you have a small little mollet to check the sensor. We are selling thousands, hundreds of thousands, hundreds of thousands,
Millions and billions!
millions per year, obviously.
It's a prototype, we didn't sell one yet.
And obviously this is a perfect fit for our lure, and it goes obviously extremely well with our outdoor and our emitter system.
Yes.
Like when you speak to B2B, like to pest controllers, how do they react? Do they always approach you like, we need a digital system, or do they also approach you like, hey, my customer doesn't want to allow us to use biocides anymore, we need an alternative?
Yeah. Let's say that you have 2 different kind of customer. You have the people who are really focused on only environmental, no chemical at all, and they're really looking for a solution, easy solution.
Yeah.
Something will work fast, will last long, and as easy as possible to be on the ground. And the second part is like the normal pest controller, the one who actually works since years, who know the market with chemical, and with the new law passing through Europe, France for example, they going slowly to digital solution, and they really love this product because it's easy, it's direct, like the name is, and they use it for the moment. They use it a little bit, they try out Xterra because it's a specific new product. It's a different way of selling, but it's growing extremely fast.
Yeah. So what do you guys think? There are many startups that also produce digital traps. What's the difference? What do people ask you for? What's the most important thing your customers want? Is it reliability and trust, or experience, or is it price?
Yeah, depends a little bit on the customer. Most of the customers who contacted us already got some experience with digital products, with other digital products, and yes, always a question of price, of course, and it's a question of technology. So the question what communication is the best way to go. We decide to use a good and sustainable standard like 2G. The 2G network is very good for the digital pest control because it's a great coverage, not only in Germany, on the international market, and you can use the product in every area you can think about.
Yeah, and they always as well tryouts. Pest control knows this. You have different products, so they will do the tryout, and most of the time they are happy with our competitor. You have some good product on the market, but they stick to us because of everything around. Because it's not just a solution you're buying, it's an idea. And you have all the product to go with this product. So obviously you have the Gorilla Trap, but you have the Nara brand, you have as well as the application that we have as well. So it's like a full package. And Sebastian is right. It's way easier to start with the direct because, well, like you say, you track the code, you plug in, and you click your and it's done. And you put it on the floor and it's done.
Yeah.
And you know where it is, and that's it.
Yeah.
Easy.
Yeah. And I got to step in from why did we start with emitter? It's quite sorry for the sound. We're actually no warehouse. So why we started with emitter is basically a family history. My and Oliver's parents already worked in pest control, and we also have a pest control division, Biotech Klute, which does pest control in Germany. And they do pest control for the big food sites and the logistics and everything. And for them, it was always clear that biocides are going to be banned. We have resistancies. IFS ARB would not allow us to use biocides anymore. So we switched to traps in 2004, 5, 6 already. But then we have the problem of animal protection law where traps need to be controlled digitally, or no, they need to be controlled daily. So we thought, hey, we're not going to do that manually, let's do it digitally. What I'm saying really is we have a load of experience that we're relying on. We Germans are really detail obsessed. IP protection, reliability, security, server and backend infrastructure, different certifying standards that we fulfill, but also the different standards that we offer, like 2G, 3G, 4G. We're ready for 5G. We're working on Sigfox, Bluetooth. We don't really like Wi-Fi, I'll be honest, because it's not really secure, and also it has a lot of latency, so sometimes it just pops out. It is not enough security for us, really. I think what's really interesting too is this is only what we're looking at right now. It's only like, I don't know, 10-20% of our portfolio. We have a lot more of these, and even this year we're releasing 3 new digital products, so it's going to be really, really interesting for you guys. These guys right here is what you guys probably know us best for. This was our patent that we have since over 10 years. It's also our bestseller because these babies work without battery. That's kinetic energy. We have installations that are over 10 years old and that hold these little things in the traps, like over here. And they come with or without battery. It's the smallest IoT device in pest control that exists, and it's way over 50,000 of these are in the market. We use an ocean technology, which is world-leading. Honestly, world-leading in home automation. You also know it from window switches and door handles and light switches and everything. So this is what we're using. And for these little guys, obviously we don't have much battery and SIM cards, etc. in these. So these do need an infrastructure. That was what Guillaume and Sebastian just discussed. They do need the infrastructure of a router and a gateway, which then at the end has again a SIM card and sends out the signals to our emitter cloud. The positive with these things is when the signal is going to be led to the routers, they indeed have long range technology then again. It's not LoRaWAN, it's long range, which we our own development actually, that goes over long distances and is capable to equip large sites with it. So Sebastian, what are your key what are the key drivers for a customer to choose that system with an ocean sensors with or without battery?
Interesting question. One of the most important key drivers is obviously security, because one important fact about the emitter controller is even when you have no energy, so for example it's not plugged anymore, you have a battery inside of the controller, so for a few hours you will still have enough energy to run the system even without energy from the building.
Obviously we also have like our little camera, maybe you have already seen it. It's our PestCam. And Daniel, do you want to talk about the PestCam? Maybe some of your...
Of course, so there are wildlife cameras everywhere. Everybody has wildlife cameras in the back of their van and never uses them. So our thinking was basically all these techs that all of them have wildlife cameras, we're going to digitize them, because in the end, if you're going to place a wildlife camera because you have an issue with an infestation and you're going to drive back to your client and watching all the videos on the SD card on your laptop at home and then driving back to the client, it's just a lot of effort. It's crazy good when you get some videos and footage of mice and rats really live, walking live in your site. It helps you to prevent it and to do some proofing works. But in the end, we missed out a camera that was made for pest control, not for deer or wild boar or anything. That was at the same time connected. You don't have to worry about any SIM cards or any server or security issues. You connect them via the QR code in like 10 seconds or something to the same app you use our other tech in. This is the first camera that actually sends you a picture of real live footage of rats or mice on your phone while you're literally anywhere, and you drive to the client, not in expectation, but you know something is on the SD card, you can watch the video material, etc. And the best part is, how long is the battery life?
Oh, I guess about 6 months and even longer. It depends a little bit on the use case, but 6 months is a realistic, and you can work with a range or duration of 6 months at least. And then what can we do? We can recharge the battery.
Yeah, they're rechargeable. That's really good. So in the end, that product was actually made for pest controllers. So it's not a wildlife hunting camera. It's actually one camera made for pest controllers.
So I got a question for you.
All right, please go on.
If I'm not the person who likes getting notifications on smartphone or getting emails about a trap is triggered, I just want to be notified when a trap is triggered. What can I do? Do you have a product?
Of course we have a product, a very simple product, a good alternative to all our other products, for example, and it's called the emitter beep. The emitter beep fits in like every of our traps, for example, in every of our stations. For example, the Vanguard, we have like a little magnet that can be sticked on here, and it's placed in the Vanguard, and then it notifies you with an alarm tone that goes on for 30 seconds if the trap was triggered. This 30 seconds, this alarm tone continues as far as you don't disable this one. So this is the alarm tone. It shows that it's activated, and then you have to deactivate it by pressing the button once again, and then it's deactivated.
Thore, is the sound actually enough for people, or is the sound annoying for people, and how often does it repeat?
Yeah, it repeats every 30 seconds until you disable it. And it sounds like a big lorry that's driving backwards. So it's very similar to that, yeah. It's very loud. Yeah.
And actually, we did a case study with one of our customers in the UK around it, in one of the largest supermarket stores in the UK. And we asked customers whether they would be aware of the beeping noise, but nobody noticed it except for the pest controllers and the housekeeping staff that actually took care of the mice, so that's really cool.
Guillaume, what will be your recommendation for a pest controller who wants to start with digital products?
Well, I think it's all depend of the need, but I think if they really want to try our product, it's a good idea to take the beep really in the beginning. If you really are not sure if you want to go on digital, I need to drink. if you don't want to go on digital. And for the emitter direct, with a standalone solution, or the emitter pro, we offer anyway. What I do actually to my customer, I did last week in France, for example, a 3 months trial period. So you receive the order, you try it during 3 months. If you're happy with it, and I'm sure you will receive an invoice later on. And if you're not, that's fine. We understand. You find something better, or maybe you had a wrong idea of what you want to do. That's okay. You just send us by the product, and there is no hard feeling. I mean, the best on this product, and I think our idea or what we want to push on the market is definitely to push those products, but not everybody want to work with us. So and that's fine. Yeah. But come to us, and we will offer you that.
Yeah. So your message is just try the product. So just try it. Start diving into the digital pest control solutions and just try the products. You have
Come on.
Just play with it. No, but just play with it. I mean, just play with it. Put different trap. Get how our application work, and how you feel comfortable. Because sometimes you will prefer to work with the emitter pro because that's how it's better for your way and how you work and with your customer. And some people will prefer the direct, and that's fine. We have the two products.
Yeah.
So Guillaume, how was your first feedback of your customers around Nara? I think Nara is one of the brands that people know that stands for, a change in monitoring, bioside-free monitoring. But how did your customers react? Do they know the brand? Do they know what it does?
I think Nara is now in the market since quite enough that nearly everybody know it, except like new people who are coming to start to work in our industry are not really aware. But most of the big company, most of the big PCO I want to say nearly everywhere in the world know our product. Why? Because they are easy to use. There are no allergen product inside. There is no food, so you can use actually in food factory, in pharmaceutical area.
It's AIB and IFS approved.
True. Yes. Exactly. So it's answer every need.
Yeah.
And it lasts a long time. Mm-hmm. Okay, we say 3 months, but to be honest, normally it can stay way longer.
Way longer.
Yeah.
Except if you put it in the water for 3 months. But
that's true. What is your favorite scent? Favorite aroma?
It's a hard question.
Fromage.
We don't have it yet. But let's say that vanilla is my all-time not all-time favorite, classic. But it's a classic. But I prefer the choco.
Of course.
I mean, choco will be what I would use if I had to put something in my house. I will put choco, maybe mango as well.
Funnily enough, still meat and fish are some of our best sellers still, next to chocolate and vanilla, obviously. But if I were a rat, it probably sounds like a good idea if it smells like fish, because where do rats live, right?
That's true.
But the funny thing is, again, a pest controller buys Nara and not the rats. So indeed, most of what we're selling is probably the good smelling stuff.
Exactly. But still, I think it's good that we have like a sweet perfume, let's say, and a salty perfume, because it's all depend of the customer.
Yes.
Of our customer. If you work in some place where you making cake or bread,
exactly.
You're going to use a fish or a meat.
Something different.
Something different. Yeah. Exactly.
And also for the species, I mean, roof rats are vegetarians, so that's why we created mango. In the end, it's you need something for every. And I've also seen a lot of pest controllers use various scents in one box, and then even after a while, like after a half year or after a year, spray Nara, spray on it to reactivate them. It's funny how people use it.
How it is with your customer?
It's the same. It depends a little bit on the use case, but my customers like to switch the flavor and just try out every flavor. And in the end, I guess every pest control and every customer has its own favorite flavor. And yes, as you already told us, when you're working in a fish company, you should definitely not use the fish. So Nara, you should definitely use maybe the mango or the choco.
Yeah.
what's really interesting is Sebastian has a client that uses that works for cities and that has many cities as their customers and regularly do sewage baiting. And obviously we all know sewage baiting is a thing of the past and it's going to be forbidden very shortly, or at least it makes a lot of sense to search for alternatives, whatever they might be. And one of our customers really switched for a load of their canals and sewage system clients in cities and communes. They actually switched to Nara because of the obvious. It doesn't rot. It smells for ages. And in the end, you don't have any biocides that are going to be brought into rivers and landing in fishes, etc. Like in the German Environmental Government Agency just found out and released in their studies. So I'm really proud, to be honest, to probably be replacing. We had sold over 10 millions of Naras in the past years, and I'm really proud to be part of that change towards more sustainability, because if you look at the websites of the leading pest control companies in our industry, then all you're going to see, it's not, let's say it that way. When my parents still worked in pest control, everything you've seen there is like chemical and toxic. And now if you go on their website, everything is digital and sustainable and future friendly and, Greta Thunberg ready, I want to say. And I think it's right that way. Imagine us telling you, welcome to Futura, Germany. We are a toxic producer. We make the best poison that is around that kills really, it kills everything that it touches. And the times have really changed. So I gotta say, I'm really proud to be offering a portfolio to anybody that wants to start small with 1 or 2 clients, but even to the companies that say, we want to be fully digital, fully remote, fully sustainable, and work with as little toxins as possible. So yeah, that's really...
Yeah, and it's for that as well, we actually change our packaging.
Exactly.
So we had all our products, Nara or block, Nara or block, were coming with jar.
Yeah.
So that's plastic. And obviously we know that, or we're trying to bring as less plastic as possible. And it's for that actually we bring this new packaging with more sustainable. But it's all about it, and I think you agree with me. But all our products going this way, trying to be as sustainable as possible.
Yeah, that is true. Yeah. In the end, prevention is everything. So everybody should stick at the IPM pyramid and look at the various steps in the pyramid, and use as many products sensitively as they can probably do. So. We're just trying to bring and create products that just fit right in there and offer you alternatives to what's already existing. Some other things that are really cool, we think, is frost spray. Thore, you want to say something about the frost spray?
The frost spray is very interesting because it's for nest control, for example, and it functions with an minus 45 degrees spray, which you can spray on the insect, for example, and it kills instantly. You don't have to use any toxins. And as I said before, it's very interesting for nest control, for example. You have like a nest of wasps and you have to remove it. Then you can go and spray it on, and it will kill the insects very humane and instant.
So a lot of you guys have asked what this is all about. Actually, it's an invention from a friend of mine, Barry, from the UK, who is actually a scientist that does a lot of rat research. And our gorilla traps were initially made brown to hide them a little bit more and to have like a little bit more natural look of them. That's also why we blackened the rust-free steel. No, but this transparent one was actually invented because rats don't see as good as humans. So if you Google it, rat vision, and we'll just put in a picture of it right here, is much decreased compared to how humans see. And actually, if you position a transparent trap in the environment of a rat, it might just be unseen. And we have some videos of rats that are just, that are jumping on it, walking over it, crawling over it, and just, ignoring it because they can't really see it. So, but what's really interesting is some feedback from the market. So, Guillaume, Sebastian, Thore, what did your clients say when they were informed that we have a transparent trap? Did they think we were ludicrous and crazy, or what was the experience?
Yeah, actually, they were really happy about it. They like the idea to work with two traps, with our normal one, the brown one, and this one in association, because, like you say, the rat don't see much. So they will go on it directly and get catch. So obviously you're going to increase your catch rate. It's great. But at least in France for the moment, the people I speak with are really interested by this product, but just this one. So I guess we might have like some feedback from the market telling us that these products work as well as our normal trap or existing one, or even better. Yeah. So we might see a shift in the future, maybe. But at least in France, that's how the customer are talking about it.
And funny story, we're all wearing the hoodies right now. Why do we do our own traps? Actually, in the very beginning, we used traps from all different suppliers in the world, but they just didn't suffice our standards. In the end, you know, as again, detail-obsessed Germans, we wanted a trap that is humane, accredited and approved humane. So this is actually the only breakback trap per today that is accredited by the German Environmental Government Agency, but the highest standards currently existent for humane killing. And we're really proud of it, to be honest. But nonetheless, humaneness is important to us, such as, you know, sustainability and efficiency, so digitization. But in the end, it's also a really, really high quality product with very thick plastic, with a glass fiber support, and an added spring loaded under the treadle that keeps the treadle at an even 5 grams. And also it withstands all the shocks and vibrations to kicks and everything in a logistics site or bakery or wherever. So this is actually why we had to make our own products. And even if you feel it, the weight is something different. And in the end, when you use emitter, when you use a digital trap, when you use a sensor, which is, let's be honest, a little bit more expensive than your regular baiting program, then you want some high quality equipment with it. So everything we offer is straight out of the box, made in Germany, high quality products like our Naras, which, you know, we're just proud of to be offering a full package from the box to the trap to the Naras and even the digitized products. So obviously this was not your regular presentation of, you know, not a presentation scheme or anything else, but we did like a vlog style format and we really hoped you enjoyed it. You can watch it later on YouTube as well. What's obviously most important to know for you guys is how to get in touch. So it's probably just clicking right here on the website, right? And booking a 15-minute appointment.
Yes, yeah, absolutely.
Perfect. Or send us an email. We also all have WhatsApp, so you can contact us on WhatsApp or iMessage or whatever is most convenient for you, and we can hop on a Zoom call and send you some samples or whatnot. For us as a business, I gotta say, we're really proud because the last 3 years especially have been quite an adventure. We tripled in size. We're now 30 people almost, and exceeding all of our results and expectations every month and month again. So thank you all for that. Highly appreciate it. Again, if you think of Futura Germany, we really would love if you would think of a company that is trying to offer disruptive and transformative solutions for our industry. Not because we want to annoy the industry, but because we really think they have their place and their future. And to be honest, this is where our place is. It's actually the present and the future for all the forward-thinking businesses out there. Because, let's face it, things are going to change. Digitization, more sustainability. This decade is going to be really interesting. And we want to empower you guys. We want to make you stronger with better products. So holla at us. Get in touch with us through all the mediums that the guys just shown you. And I guess that's been it, right?
Yeah,
Correct.
It's a wrap, I guess.
Yeah.
We probably forgot like 20 things, but anyways, yeah.
It will be fine for now.
Yeah, it'll be fine for now.
Yeah.
All right, so stay safe. Thank you so much for your audience. Thank you so much for staying in touch digitally with us. And yeah, speak to you soon, I guess. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
See you guys.